It's showtime.
Go Tigers.
Shut up.
Shut up.
He's back.
Woo, I'm here for good now.
Notches is it.
No, you ain't.
He's here for a while.
Not here you ain't.
All right, Jamie, take it over.
Every day.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM. Thank y'all for getting up with us. The Dale Jackson Stan McDonald show just concluded. The hot air is gone from the building. Now we're blowing back in. Good morning, Stan.
Good morning, Jamie. How you doing?
Joseph.
I'm here.
Shut up. Get comfortable. Hey,
Is your back? I'm sorry.
today we've got what year is that tractor outside, Joe? 36?
1934.
34. John Deere tractor outside. We're getting ready for the 25th annual at the Curnutt location. I did a country rover. I told them guys to stand out there by it. Brad, is that a live picture or is that just a fake shot? Okay, maybe they'll come back over because I got them all. I told y'all, when I cue y'all take wheels on the tires out front this morning. Well, I'm waiting to see that. Anyway, they're out front milling around. We'll get them in here just a little bit. We've got a lot of stuff going on. But the big news is, there they are. But the big news is, Zack says his mama called off the Super Bowl of yard sales, which goes on usually this weekend. But Zack, how many days into football? Let's get that out of the way.
30 days. Dante Hightower. Woohoo! 30 days. Roll Tide.
But anyway.
She can't.
Hopefully he won't get a DUI.
She canceled. She said the rain. She said 50. She heard 50 Friday and about 30 or 40 Saturday. So. And it's supposed to rain this afternoon, too, so.
Yeah, but she has it every day, so why don't she cancel it?
Run out of stuff.
Mama,
you know what they do, Stan? They go buy junk from one yard sale, come over to their place, then they sell it.
One man's junk is another man's treasure,
I
right?
got a garage full of stuff. Come by at Piney Chapel this weekend.
Y'all all saw the picture of Zack in his sumo wrestling outfit, didn't
Can you show that?
No, please don't.
I hadn't seen it. Heck, you didn't even have to crop that, did you?
You know what? Zack was like the episode of Seinfeld I watched last night when Kramer took that karate class with all them kids and beat them all up.
Yeah.
That's Zack in that class.
That was probably Brad's best.
Anyway, we'll go outside in just a little bit. Joseph will interview them, talk all about the Piney Chapel Antique Tractor Heritage Day things going on. I covered that when I was the country rover over at Channel 31. By the way, we're celebrating 40 years ago this month of starting the country rover. Roundabout, I don't know what day it was, but it was somewhere in that. I think it was 40 years ago. I flew with the Thunderbirds.
In 1934?
Created the first selfie and threw up all in the jet.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm known for. Anyway, all right, we're going to talk just a little bit, too, about one of our best buddies in the world, Joe Carlucci from New York City.
New York City!
And if y'all didn't see him last night, he was on Gordon Ramsay's what's that show?
F word.
Does that stand for food or?
I think it does.
I know he's famous for using the F word.
It's famous. The famous word.
But anyway, Joe set yet another Guinness World Book record last night.
That was awesome.
It was good. He put on a show. He didn't mention Tebow one time.
or Jamie Cooper.
Or me. Or Lindsay Lane Baptist Church.
But he didn't use any bad
that's
words.
Right. He did look good, and he represented well.
Stan, when we first met Joe, the F word was his middle name.
Yeah, that's being from New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
It only works when I do it, Donnie. All right, let's get this party started. We got folks outside. Brad Curnutt going to join us in a little bit too this morning. Talk all about voting. It's coming up here real soon. I think he's talking about the absentee ballot.
And low turnout. No one's
so we'll talk more about that too. Of course, we got the former probate judge in here from Limestone County.
So if Brad sleeps
and we got
we'll cover it.
The one who could have been the future probate judge in here from Limestone County.
Well, now, easy.
Hey, probate judge, president next. You never know what you're
That's
going to
right. I got my campaign manager in here too.
It was 4 weeks, but we did good.
Hey, we had a couple of weeks we was in it. We rock and roll, didn't we? All right, let's get this party started. Here's Gloria with all right, is it going to rain or ain't it?
You know, there's a huge discrepancy here. To cancel all your weekend plans, just don't do it. I just checked the Weather Channel, and they're saying only a 20% chance of rain today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Can you believe it? So, it looks like Sunday is going to be the biggest chance for the real rain. So don't just think it's going to be a washout. And I know the guys out there with the tractor are just hoping for a beautiful weekend, and I hope that comes true for them. 66 degrees out there right now. High temperatures today of 88, so not as humid, not as bad, doesn't feel quite so bad, so that's a good thing. Tomorrow, 20% chance of rain, 86 for your high. And look at the rest of the weekend. It looks like, I mean, we're going to show rain because that was earlier, but this morning Weather Channel says only 20% chance. So
Yeah, and that's in the viewing
who
area.
knows?
Well, wait a minute.
So our viewing area is really 5%,
It
right?
says Athens.
You know, somebody else that ain't wanting rain this weekend either. This is the last weekend for the Kiddie Carnival. This portion of the show brought to you by Isogenics. You want to look like me? 603-4848. All you got to do, Stan McDonald. Or eat healthy, buy your beef from us. Get it down at Joe. We got a
Do
new
both.
ship. That's right. You'll need new clothes, have more energy, feel better, but you'll get tired of people asking you all the time.
Are
What's
you
wrong
sick?
with you? Yeah, well, you sick?
You've lost so much weight. Are you sick?
All right, yeah, this is the last weekend for the Kiddie Carnival, too. They
It is.
wrap it up
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
There they are out there. Yeah, we'll get them inside to play Judge Jamie.
Can
in just a
someone
minute.
tell them
Oh, we
they
only
can
got Greg
come in?
Skipworth over there right now, the new teacher at cross-country coach.
Congratulations.
Cross country.
Hard.
Cross
He's
country
working
coach.
I
hard.
think he should run with the team.
Yeah, run with the team.
Nope, he's got an excuse not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw this picture in Advertiser Gleam yesterday. This is a boathouse
think
over
it's
there,
cute.
built on Gunnersville Lake. Look at this, a boathouse. They got it looking like a front porch.
Oh, wow.
So you pull the boat in the back. Now that's clever.
Cute.
Oh, you pull the boats up in the
Yes,
garage
the boat in
door.
the garage.
That's
door.
pretty good.
Hey, I
That's
like
pretty
that.
dang clever.
It is. That's really
That's
cute.
pretty clever. All right, I know Dale Jackson on this morning, he is still looking, and on his radio show, Stan was part of the morning show this morning that Stan and I created about a month ago. In fact, we just finished a month tomorrow.
Yeah,
it'll be.
that's right.
He's still looking for the guy in the hustle that's got that car tag. Y'all heard about it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You ain't heard about that car
He wants
tag?
to have 'em on the
That
show.
tag, you know what it says there, Joseph?
Don't repeat it.
FK y'all.
Are you
That's the
kidding?
car tag.
Oh, is that real? How
Yeah.
How did he
I've
get
I've never
Now,
seen it.
The Alabama Department of Revenue has sent him a letter dated, "This message has been rejected for display, deemed offensive to the general public." Well, Stan,
Yeah.
he's had it. Dale can't, he won't come
Yeah.
on Dale's show, but what's the deal there?
Well, actually, it's funny. I used to be the commissioner of revenue in Alabama, okay,
Right.
under Guy Hunt. And we had a division downstairs, had about 3 people. Their job all day long, all it was to look at the specialty tags. And they'd sit there and look at it, turn away and try to figure out if it had any wrong messages in it. So, and people try to slide through everything in the world.
Oh, wow.
And this, I mean, could you imagine having that job, Jamie? I mean, you've got to have a dirty mind, I guess, to try to interpret it.
Well, why are you using it? Looking at me doing that.
Because you were perfect at that job.
So
probably
anyway, this
will.
tag made it through. It was supposed to have gotten caught.
Right.
And really, that's so blatant. Somebody needs to lose their job over that one.
Was it a Bama tag?
It kind of looks like it.
Was it a Bama tag?
believe
It sure is. Roll
I
Tide.
just had to mention that.
But hey, you know what was funny? But hey, hold it up there, Brad. Did you see what the sticker on the right side of it is?
Heritage. Oh, no?
No, I
What does
can't
it
read
say?
that.
Read it.
Support our Eagle Scouts. Something about I love our Eagle Scouts or something, because Dale brought that up the other day. So,
Oh, wow.
all right, so that tag never should have got in there.
I don't think.
That is
what do
one of
you
the most
think?
offensive
Yeah,
tags I've
yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I mean, can you interpret it in a more positive light? FK y'all.
No.
For y'all.
I'm sitting here trying to think what it could be.
No.
It's
But,
all bad. I mean, it's.
Maybe
really
it's meant
good.
for all Auburn people.
Maybe it's the Fouquet restaurant.
All right, let's do sports right now. Here's our
Could be.
sports director, Bama Zack.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County. I forgot yesterday one of Fred Curnutt's favorite people, Clint Legg. We're sorry we forgot your birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday late, Coach Legg.
Everyone say
As
Wait a
your-
minute, hold it. Is he still referred to as Coach Leg, or now is it Mr. Leg?
Most coaches I know that get into administration, you still call them coach.
They're
That's
always
what we
a
are.
coach.
They're always coach.
Did you
man.
say
I mean, do we have to act
administration or
differently around him
administration?
now?
Well, he does wear a tie. He thinks he's going to look more a little bit like
Fred.
Mr. Curnutt over here, old Fred. So.
With a tie.
He loves calling him that too. So, but hey, happy birthday, bud.
Anybody get any more
Hey,
DUIs?
a lot of things going on in North Alabama tonight. I don't know. We forgot to mention Coach Gene Stallings will be in Florence tonight.
Okay.
This will be his first public appearance since he had his stroke. So he's doing well. I've heard him on the radio. Eli Go will be in Athens tonight at the Valley Event Center. I think it's $20 to get
Hey,
in here,
we
Eli,
need to
tonight.
see you again.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I'm
think
sure he
so.
would, Gloria. We'll get you in.
I'm
So-
sure I could get
You
it.
remember that story, Stan? Did I ever tell you
What's that?
We go interview, excuse me a second, sports
Do
director.
you
Okay.
have to share
We
that
go
again?
interview Eli go a couple years ago. He's out at the he's out there for Alabama Foundation. So
Yeah.
he's doing a spot.
Dusty's with us.
Yeah, and Dusty meets us out there. It's 10 o'clock right before it starts. We go up and interview Eli. And he said, come over here and sit down. I said, no, you stand up, be better. Interview you right before you get started. You know, he's signing autographs. And I said, Gloria has the camera. I said, this is my wife. He said, good God Almighty, son, what are you hugging up? Well, we won't say that part. But anyway, back to that.
I think Dusty turned just as
All
red as
right,
I
we'll go
was.
back. Hey, also, I lost my track. Oh, yeah, Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night, Clements Baptist, we had Kevin up here the other day, but Greg McElroy and Patrick Nix will be there. Tickets still available, $10, so get to come
They
out
ain't
here.
got many left, so get out there
Get
now.
to hear G-Mac and Patrick Nix. So, hey, bad news yesterday. Era Parsage, and Notre Dame coach, died at the age of 94.
What year did he quit coaching? I mean, how old was he when he quit coaching?
He walked away at 51. Then him and Keith
54.
Jackson were the big broadcasters together back in the day. But I never liked him because we could never beat him when he was at Notre Dame. So practice starts today at Alabama, and then fan day will be Saturday. Usually I have it on Sunday. This year I have it on Saturday.
What about
so
the
you can-
rankings?
The rankings come out today, and a lot of people seeing it could be Alabama, Ohio State, or Florida State will be the three teams everybody's looking at to see will be number one. I predict Alabama will be number one.
That's what I'm
Say,
predicting.
tonight, Hall of Fame game. If you love football, it starts tonight, y'all. Cowboys and the Cardinals Hall
Thank
of
you,
Fame
say it
game.
one more time.
Thursday night, NBC.
All right,
So,
I got to take a break. Thank you, Zach, our
Thank
sponsor.
you.
Happy birthday, Clint.
Happy birthday, Clint.
Leg.
Mr. Leg.
Athletic director at East
Coach.
Limestone now. That's
He'll
right.
always be coach.
They may be up here next week. We'll take a break. We'll play Judge Jamie when we return. Fred's in here.
Yes, he is.
Mr.
We'll
Brad
call him in
Curnutt.
just a moment. Y'all, hang on.
Easy now.
Once a stud, always a stud. Stan, every time I hear that man, I know my 30 seconds is coming soon. One Love Hearing brings you this portion of the program. My buddy
What?
Z233. If you can't hear, you go
What?
see him, you can. All right. David, you played before.
Yeah.
Billy, you knew up here.
Yes.
Let me go over the rules. We're playing Judge Jamie. You were playing to win Vienna sausages. My hometown of New Hope used to be named Vienna.
Yum.
Yankees burned it. Now they call it New Hope.
Yankees.
And once I left, there ain't much left. All right. Fred Curnutt over on set 2,
Yes.
along with Skip. Got them over there. All right. Got them mic'd up. This is the wrong answer. This is the right answer. I've scanned the papers. Now here we go. Usually, Mr. Know-It-All over there, Skip thinks he knows everything.
He's rich.
What time is the monument dedication tomorrow downtown Athens for the Vietnam misspelling on the monument?
1 o'clock.
11:30.
10 a.m.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock would be the right answer.
I quit. I'm done.
Who won't be present, but it's because of them?
Trump.
Tony
Buck D.
Grigsby.
Wild.
Tony
Buck
Buck
D.
D.
Wild.
Wild Grigsby. Tony Grigsby won't be present because he passed away a year ago, but he's partially responsible. He's the one that noticed that the Vietnam was spelled wrong. Why didn't you ever notice that, Stan, when you worked there?
I never saw it, but
All right,
Someone
here we go.
missed
Simple. Y'all heard about them 12 guys escaping out of jail, didn't you? Yeah. Using that peanut butter?
Yep.
Couldn't find out what kind of peanut butter it was. But
Jiffy.
here's the question. Well, probably what everybody eats, Jiffy.
Good morning, Jim.
All right, here is, hey, live on
Morning,
Facebook, worldwide people watching this morning. What was the only injury of all 12 guys when they escaped? The only injury.
Cut finger.
A cut finger would be the right, with the razor wire, cut him. All right.
Joseph.
They arrested him, his sister, her boyfriend, and then his fiance. What did they say? What did she tell investigators when they interviewed her?
The sister that helped him?
No, the fiance.
Oh.
She said, he just wanted to come see me.
You do crazy things for love. But here's the real question. When they took the peanut butter and put it over the number, the rookie jail person was looking through them on a monitor.
Good morning,
What
Sharon.
numbers did they change?
I didn't hear that.
They made it a 9. That is a right answer. Way to go, Fred. They put the peanut, made it a 9.
We got a tie.
What is it now?
That's
Your hair
bugging
sticking
me.
up.
What's wrong?
It didn't help none,
Didn't
Gloria.
help any.
I had it fixed perfectly like
No,
that.
it wasn't. It's not.
Going back out.
How many Twitter users does Donald Trump have?
Oh, a bunch.
10 million.
20 million, 25 million.
93 million.
50.
Oh,
100
yeah,
million.
Stan, 110 million. What'd you say?
I said 100 million.
You did not.
I did too. Okay, whatever.
What are President Trump's,
You're the judge.
name 2 or 3 of his 7 sins?
That's a,
7
Thou-
sins.
thou shalt not.
7 deadly sins.
Pride is one of them.
Yep. Covenant thy neighbor's wife because he did
Yeah,
that.
lust.
Wrath is one of them.
And stealing.
Lack
most
of
likely.
self-control is one.
Thou shalt not steal.
Lust is one. That's the right answer.
Stealing.
Envy
He
and
don't.
greed.
I don't think he envies.
We
I think
all have
he's a
those
lot.
from time to time.
Only a Mustang man may know the answer to this next one. Out of USA Today, right now, big 3 cars fell sharply. Didn't you lie? Sales did. Average discount per vehicle right now is what in America?
$8,000.
4,000.
I'll just have just $3,600. But here's the real question. The average length a new vehicle sat on a dealership lot in July was how many days?
180.
Wrong, know-it-all.
It was going to be.
No, not that
no,
many.
It was going to
90
be
90 days.
75 days.
76 days is the right answer. All except that
Pretty
Eddie
good.
Pruitt Ford and Hartselle where they go like hotcakes.
Yeah, they don't stay there that long.
Not over there, not over there. All right, here we Billy, the way this works is if you think you know a question, you just kind of sit down there. I don't want you to get too comfortable over there on me. All right, here we go. The Cancun's having a problem with your son's right there. Got
He's there now on his honeymoon.
Hey, congratulations,
He's in
Jeff
Cancun.
Foxworthy and Ron White at your son's wedding last week.
That is true, yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Ron White, yeah. That's,
He said,
Taylor
"Who's Ron?"
son.
I didn't know who Ron White was.
I didn't know who it was. Everybody kept saying there's Ron White. I'm like, did he play for the Vols? Is that Reggie's brother?
Reggie's brother.
How much money is spent a year on tourism in the Cancun area and those other islands down that way?
2.5 billion.
3 billion.
20 billion.
No, 64
22
million.
billion.
$20 billion is the right
Wow.
answer. Prince Philip.
Can't keep up with me. Can't
Yeah.
keep up with
He
me.
just turned 96 years old.
Wow, I didn't know
For
he was
over
that.
65 years, he has been alongside Britain's longest-serving monarch. He turned 96 yesterday. He made his final solo public engagement yesterday. How many solo engagements did he make?
30,000.
7,
50,000.
7,
100,000.
maybe 50.
22,219.
That's a lot.
So Greg was the closest on that.
Wow.
Ole Miss football. They may
Yeah.
have a team this year. They may not. Their stadium down there, they've been playing football in that stadium since when?
In that stadium,
1955.
1932.
I'd say 53.
34. 42.
72.
44.
Your hair is bugging me.
1915.
I was
Wow,
closer.
that's older
I
than
was
I thought.
closer.
That's old.
Who is Hemingway? Is that's the poet there?
Yeah, I think so.
He won their 2 championships.
All right, here we go. Whose birthday is Thursday of next week? They'll be 40 years old. Athlete.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Who is the oldest player in the NFL?
Right now? My gosh.
Is it Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. That is
Wow, I didn't know he's
There's
the
not a
oldest.
field goal kicker older than him?
What?
He's the oldest?
But he
What
don't-
does he not eat?
Wait a minute. What
Meat.
about?
He's the oldest player in the NFL.
Meat.
Peanut butter.
He doesn't eat meat, no.
Well, heck.
Now, that was the easy question. Did it play along here?
Okay.
That's the easy question. All right, here we go. OJ's Bronco is being auctioned off. In what year was the car chase?
95.
94.
92.
4 is the right answer. Good answer. But here's the real question. That truck, it was a 1993 Ford Bronco. There it is right there. It's being auctioned off, trying to get $700,000 for it.
Ah,
What would be the price of a regular 1993 Bronco today?
2,400.
It would be
$1,900.
$555.
I'll give it to Stan.
I said 2,000.
$1,500
Oh, yeah.
would be the correct answer.
Yeah.
Stan said 1,900.
They want us to pay $700,000.
In Pennsylvania, cops shot a pot-bellied pig for almost
Good.
attacking him, 100 pounds.
Uh-oh, Peter's
That
gonna
sucker,
get you.
that's some good bacon.
His name was Oscar. What did the owner say when they killed him?
Thank
You
you.
killed my pig.
He was my best friend.
My best friend.
I can see it. Look
Oh,
at him.
man. Why'd you kill him? Why'd you kill
I
Oscar?
got two other simple questions. Billy, pay attention.
Yeah, I'm sad because Oscar
All right.
died.
Princeton University. That ain't around here. They just had all the freshmen come in and sign up. Dan, I figured this might have been one of the questions this morning on
Our show?
our show. Yellowhammer Live with Dale Jackson, Stan McDonald. Princeton University you had to fill out this form on what gender you were. How many gender types did they offer?
31.
4.
Probably 5.
4.
I'm saying
Just
5.
6. What were they? Man, woman was one.
Oh, one of them's there.
Other,
Not sure.
other was another. Man, woman, or other.
I don't know, Brad.
Don't know was one.
Trans.
I think it should be male and female, and that's it.
Sin gender, whatever that means.
Sin gender.
Gender queer,
I think that's either
transgender.
way.
Dang.
woman, or other.
Dang, Brad.
I'd have to look up some
Now,
of those.
I'm going to go for the last winner take all today. Stan's kind of
Ridiculous.
got a lead on all y'all.
All right.
Play Judge James. You people pay more.
This
I kind of got
thing's
this out of
fixed.
Dear Abby this morning.
Picture.
This is for advice only. Whoever offers the best advice, in my opinion, if Stan, you're a former judge.
Yeah.
I almost took your place.
Yeah, it's close. I'm glad to have a small
Almost.
part
Yeah,
in that.
listen to.
You did. All right, here we go. Pay attention, Fred. Hey, Brad, make this Dear Jamie. So we'll get ready.
Oh, my
Dear
dear.
Jamie, here we go. Winner take all. Billy, pay attention,
You're
David.
right.
Whoever is the closest one on what I think is the best advice for what I'm about to ask y'all. All right, here we go.
We're ready.
Are you on a phone? Usually, we don't allow phones to be used during the playing of this Judge Jamie.
He's not
He's
playing.
disqualified.
Here we go.
He's
But
not
since you're not an
playing.
eligible player, you can go ahead.
You go.
Oh, he was quick to put it
Here's the
up.
question. All right. And y'all playing at home, and you millions watching worldwide.
It's okay.
And Joe Carlucci from New York City.
New York City.
Great job on that show last night, the F word with Gordon Ramsay.
Good job, Joe.
I hope you mentioned me.
He didn't,
He
but
did.
awesome
Here's the
job,
question.
Joe.
Here's the question. Here's the question. How do you tell a well-dressed, sophisticated woman that she has a booger or hair hanging out of her nose?
Hey, sweetie.
I have
You might
encountered
need to take
this
care of
problem
that.
more than once, and I'm embarrassed of them. So how do I tell a woman, well-dressed woman,
Tap your nose.
that,
If you actually just
You just-
touch your
you have
own
a
nose.
booger?
Tap your nose.
Just-
Hey,
touch
sweetie.
your own
You need
nose.
to. You need to.
Let's go to Billy over here with her.
Here's the Kleenex.
What? Here's the Kleenex. All right, that's a good one.
That's a subtle point.
Here's your tissue.
Here's the tissue.
Hey, sweetie. Just get it off. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, sweetie.
I would tap my nose first, and if that didn't work, I would just tell
Yeah.
them.
I said
"Hey,
that.
you got something on your nose."
Stole my dang thing. I just stick my finger in my nose and say, look, lady, you got you got a booger up your nose. That's what I'd say.
Donnie!
That's how you tell them. Forget all the other mess. Just tell them the truth.
No
The views of Donnie
We'll
Hunston
give
are
the winner
not.
to Donnie Halston today. Shut
Can't
up.
beat that.
The man keeping us safe in Alaska from the Russians. I mean, Kim Jong-un. And Stan, I give you credit. You still had the best political answer I've ever seen in my life. But what about Kim Jong-un? We won't get into that. We'll talk to Stan about some politics going on in just a minute. We'll go
Oh, my
outside with the
goodness.
tractor. All that coming up next. Y'all, hang on.
Gracious.
And welcome back this morning. Let's quickly go over that forecast. A little discrepancy going on from, of course, the local stations and the Weather Channel. A little bit different. 66. Yeah, well, they have all the fancy Dopplers. We don't. We just use an app and them. So, anyway, 66, about 67 degrees already this morning. High temperatures today around 88. There is only a 20% chance, according to the Weather Channel, of rain today and tomorrow as well, which the guys here for the tractor show say A-OK. We'll talk to them in just a little bit. They're outside the rest of the weekend. You know, keep an umbrella close just in case, but hopefully it won't just be a total washout, and that'll be okay. Nice temperatures, 85, 82, not too bad at all. All right, there it is. Valley Smiles brings you this portion of the show. New phone number, write it down. 774-9020 is that number, and lost the ones you want to keep.
All right, Stan McDonald up here. Oh, look, everybody outside. I guess everybody's getting who's going to be talking to Joseph in just a moment. We know the Mustang Man's part. Dave's going to be interviewing a tractor. When you grew up on a farm, what kind of tractors did y'all have?
John Deere, a couple of internationals. I don't think we ever had a case, but
we grew up on farmhouse. We had farmhouse, had an old Moline.
Yeah, which is international. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Back in the day, though, but things have changed a lot since then. Stan McDonald, he's also one of the, I don't know, co-producers or co-people of the Dale Jackson, Yellowhammer Live with Dale Jackson's show, and it's going well. Extremely well.
Yeah.
But he said something on there this morning I wanted to ask you about. You know, we're tied in with Yellowhammer out of Birmingham. The show is posted every day at 1 o'clock, and they're getting lots of views on thousands and thousands a day.
Yeah.
That Mo Brooks is a commanding lead in a poll, a survey of 8,000 people. That shot. I know you're a big Mo Brooks supporter. And
right.
We're all friends of Mo.
Yeah.
Is that a shocker? Is that...
Well, I don't know that it's a shocker. Most people who watch, who would vote on Yellowhammer are probably reasonably informed, and they keep up with it. And of course, I'm biased, but I think the people who are really thinking about it, who are tuned in, Mo scores really well, and so those are probably opinion leaders. And I'm not surprised at that.
Y'all were talking a lot about the debate today, and I know that the Luther Strange campaign is pumping in like $6 to $8 million. Unfortunately, we ain't got a dime of that yet, but
we're working on it.
Still working on it. They're all negative. Is there a possibility? What are the probabilities of Luther not making the runoff?
I think the probability of Luther not making the runoff is probably maybe as high as 50%.
Really?
I know, if his people are watching, he's watching, they make him mad and all that. But I predicted from the very beginning 2 months ago he wouldn't make the runoff. And even though we've seen a lot of stuff going under the bridge, a lot of water under the bridge this past, 40 days and all these attacks and everything, it's all going to come back to settle, I believe. And I stick by my original prediction.
Well, that's great. Hey, this morning y'all had a thing on your story of your biggest thing of the day too. Explain more about what, and Dale, you stole it. He said you stole his story, but y'all didn't know you had the same one. What's the deal on Al Gore?
Well, there's big money in promoting the what I'd say is the fraud, and makes people mad there, but the fraud of global warming, or climate change. Look, if the climate changes, in my views, like I teach my kids, it's because God wants the temperature to go up when He wants to go up, and down when He wants to go down. And it's under the good pleasure and the mighty hand of our merciful God. That's what it is.
But what was Al Gore? What was the deal on his house?
His house is
well, they did a study. National Policy Research Center did a study that said that his he uses 34 times more electricity at his home than the average American.
34 more times?
34, yeah, yes.
You got to keep that pool
That's pretty,
heated.
yeah.
All right, what else are we going to find out in the next 2 weeks before this runoff? We're going to be talking to Mr. Curnutt and Brad Curnutt in just a moment about the crossover voting and about
absentees.
What are we talking about?
Absentee.
Huh? Absentees. I thought that already passed. But anyway, I guess the time has. I guess it's coming up.
Yeah.
So what are you predicting for the next 2 weeks?
I think it's going to get dirtier and dirtier and dirtier, and it's going to all come from Luther, and he's just trying to suppress the vote. He's trying to make people think right now that Mo Brooks helped Nancy Pelosi scale back the fight against ISIS. Yeah, I know, but it's like, frankly, I know this is, but it's like Joe Goebel says. For those of you who don't know who Joe Goebel is, look it up. But his statement was, tell a lie, make it big, repeat it often enough, and the masses will begin to believe you. And I'm sorry, but that's, and I hate it for my own party, but that's the exact propaganda theme that they have adopted.
All right, having been the former probate judge over here before Charles Woodruff took over, what is your prediction statewide, basically, on a turnout and coming up on Tuesday the 15th?
I think it's going to be extremely low. And I think I'm the minority view on that. I think some people are saying it's going to be pretty high, but I do not think so. When it gets negative like this, you see a lot of people saying, well, I'm not going to vote for any of them.
Who does it benefit the most?
It benefits the people that are the most conservative, so it will benefit Roy and Mo the most. That's one of the reasons I think that Luther's got a real struggle. Luther's doing some things that I don't think that he likes it. When you run that negative, I mean, here's the way I refer to it. When your wife looks at you and says, do we really want to do this? And if I'm guessing, his wife and kids have come to him and said, are we really doing this? I've seen other campaigns do it. Friends of mine done it. I don't know. Can't remember if I've ever done it myself. But it gets to that point where you don't even believe your own stuff. He doesn't believe this stuff.
All right, Stan, thanks for sticking around. Oh, let me get one. The rankings come out today for football season. Where and what are you predicting for Auburn's season?
Well, I would say, one thing we've got is when we have a good quarterback, we can do something. And I'm a big believer in the offensive line and the defensive line. So I'd put Auburn right about number 9, I think.
So you think they're going to have a great season. Again, congratulations on your son getting married and Jeff Foxworth
Beautiful
and Ron White being at the wedding.
Yeah, that's pretty
good. Good. Thanks, Stan. We'll see you next week
right,
on Yellowhammer Live. All right, we'll take a break. Come back with Fred Curnutt. He's in the studio. Coming up next. Y'all hang on. And getting ready to go outside in just a little bit. You probably feel like home having that John Deere out there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brad Curnutt joins us up here. What are you, city clerk?
No.
County clerk.
Circuit court clerk.
I can't ever remember what it is.
It's a big title.
Everybody was running for what? You beat everybody else, stomped them, and took over. How's
I hear
it been?
good things about you.
Been very good.
You think you got a 6-year term?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got a couple more years left.
No, I have to run next year.
Next year.
Oh, next year?
Yes.
I thought
already
it might
been
be 2 years.
6 years.
So it's next year?
Yes.
So you're seeking re-election?
Oh, yes.
You're going to announce right here on this program that you're doing that?
I'm announcing I'm running next year.
All right, way to go. All right, what does your today talk about? I want to ask you about crossover voting in just a second, but right now we're talking about absentee. What's the deadline?
August the 10th is the last day that you can request an absentee ballot.
You mean request or turn in?
No, that's the last day that you can request.
Now, if they request, when do they have to turn it in?
There has to be in my hand by noon of election day.
Okay, the 15th.
Yes.
All right. Now, what is your part on election day? What do you have to do?
On election day, I just have to, if we have any emergency absentee votes that come in after the deadline, then I would have to make sure that I get all the polls advised that those people had voted. That's kind of on emergency on that day. And then we'll have to get the absentee votes counted, just like a regular polling place.
Well, how is absentee going right now? I mean, is it slow or compared to what you've put up with in the past?
It goes back to what you and Stan was talking about a while ago. It's very slow, very slow. I think I have 39 absentee requests, and I've only had 31 returned.
Okay.
So
what
very
is your
slow.
prediction for the turnout on the 15th, especially here in Limestone County?
If it's going like the absentees are right now, it's going to be extremely low. I think it may be just the timing, too, of the, people on vacation, school starting back.
And nobody really anticipated this happening.
And a lot of people, when I say something about absentee, they'll say, what election are you even talking about?
Okay. So they're not paying any attention to all the negative stuff we just talked about that's going on right now?
A lot of people are not.
All right. What is crossover voting? How does that, to folks watching at home, what does that mean to them?
When you come to vote in the primary, you're going to have to say Republican or Democrat. And then if in the runoff, you will have to vote Republican or Democrat only. You can't vote Republican and then in the runoff vote Democrat. No crossover voting. So you have to vote the same party through the primary to the runoff.
Nobody's mentioned this, but is there a Democratic primary going on too?
Yes, there is.
No. Have you heard anything about it?
Not much, no. No. It's been very, like I said, everything's slow. There's just not much talk about it.
Anything else we need to know about
That confusion right there is probably going to have a lot of people not coming out to vote just for that.
I mean, you talking about the confusion about crossover? I don't really
Show
think.
up and know?
Yeah, I
The
think.
crossover in the beginning was Democrats could come in and vote in the Republican primary and get a lesser-known candidate in there.
Correct.
Do
Right.
better against the Democrat.
Correct. You're exactly right. But I think that just a lot of it, I think my personal belief is the timing and the school beginning and vacations and stuff like that.
How is the courthouse coming along? How's your new office and everything?
Everything's settling down. You need to come by and look one day and check it out. Everything's going real good up there right now.
What's the biggest deal you have to deal with?
Well, that office that I'm in, the clerk's office, deals with so many areas of the courthouse. I mean, my main thing is I'm the keeper of the record and also the financials for the court. So taking care of all the money for the courts is a big factor.
Mark Yarborough doing okay?
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to ask you. We see him all the time. Thanks for coming up, Fred.
Well, thank you for allowing me to come
Most
here.
people call you Fred.
Anytime.
Well, Brad, but
For no rhyme or reason, they call you Fred, right?
some do. But just thank you for allowing me to come on here. I was just trying to get one last push, trying to tell people they have until August the 10th to come absentee vote at the courthouse.
Good. Thanks for coming up, Fred. Good
Thank
to see
you.
you. Doing a great
Thank-
job.
thank you.
He's
All right,
doing
Thank
an
we'll
you.
take a break. We'll go outside with Joseph in just a second. Y'all hang on.
Thank y'all.
And cruising, brought to you by All-Star Plumber, the Mustang Man, Joseph Scott, Eddie Pruitt Ford, Hartselle, Alabama. Eddie been with us a long time. Also brought to you by my buddy Brad Stovall, Auto and Body Shop in Tanner, Alabama. Here's the main man now, the John Deere specialist, the Mustang Man, Joseph Scott.
Well, that's true. No car today, no truck, but a tractor. And I was just telling these guys during the break, Billy, I know a lot about cars, but I don't know hardly anything about tractors. So I've been out here learning a little bit. Just basically tell us what year this is and a little bit about what makes this tractor special.
It's a 1934 John Deere Model A, and it belongs to the Thomases at Thomas Farms at Elmont. This was the first tractor they restored in their restoration project. Very unique tractor, just very well done, runs real well.
It sounded good when he pulled it in. And there's a couple things that's pretty special about this, and maybe it was the first tractor that offered that. Something about the adjustable width of for the rows.
Yes, this was the first row crop tractor John Deere came out with, where they could adjust the rear wheels to adapt to the different row widths. Yes.
I bet farming-wise, that was a huge improvement.
It really was. It really was.
That's awesome. David, you going to crank this thing for us?
We'll try. We'll cross our fingers.
I was going to say, get him over here and get it fired up. Let's. So he was telling me, Billy, this thing's got about, what did he say, 20 horsepower?
20 horsepower, yes, that's correct.
That's probably a lot in 1934.
1934, a lot of that went back through the gearing to make the horsepower accommodate what it needed to do.
Well, that's true. That's true. Now, David, you've been involved with this tractor show for how long did you say?
25 years now.
25 years.
That's right.
At this location.
That's right.
So how many people do you typically have come out to this? A couple thousand?
We usually run about 3,000 to 5,000 people through the gates on the weekend.
That's a lot of folks. Now, they can eat there also?
That's right. We have full concessions at the grounds. Of course, the standard hamburgers and hot dogs, have pinto beans and cornbread. Friday night, we'll be having a fish fry.
Oh, wait a minute. Pinto beans and cornbread and a fish fry. That's enough to get me there. What about hush puppies?
We got them.
Wow, that sounds good. What kind of sweets? You got any homemade ice cream?
The ladies make homemade desserts, so come on in, leave the diet at home.
Yeah, that's right. You go off of the diet for this weekend. So what time? It's Friday night and Saturday, right?
That's right.
What time do folks need to arrive on Saturday if they're coming just for the big part of the show?
The fish fry is at 5 o'clock, and then we have live entertainment starting at 5:30.
Live music also?
That's right.
Now, who's playing?
The Piney Creek Boys, a group, excuse me, called Just Down the Road, and a fellow from Elkmont, Mr. Jones, Bradley.
So you got it all. I mean, you can eat, you can check out some tractors, and I even saw Billy. I even saw on the flyer there that y'all were running a while ago that you've got a flea market. Is that true?
That's correct. Vendors will be there. Several things to choose from. Yes.
So if you're into restoring tractors or collectibles, there'll be something for you to buy there to help you work on yours.
There's a lot of parts vendors, yes, that come through. There are used and new parts, and there will be Steiner catalogs there to order parts for the restoration of old tractors.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you gonna crank this thing, Jamie? Yeah, get right over here. We're gonna let David fire this thing up. I'll tell you. Just lift that. Wow. Listen to that compression.
These things are like kids now. You get them out in public, they'll act up.
They'll act up a little bit. Look at that. That is amazing. They're working on it, Jamie. There we go. We're going to bump the throttle up, give it a little gas. Oh, wow. Man, purring like a kitten. That is awesome. You know, Billy, there's just something about the way that sounds that makes you think vintage, right?
Yes, it's a very good sound.
Nothing really sounds like that anymore.
No, that's correct. This was unique back in its time.
That is just awesome.
Yes.
Almost, I could go to sleep to hearing that kind of sound.
All right, it'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, it would. That would. That is awesome. So, is this considered a hot rod tractor, David, or just your run-of-the-mill tractor?
No, this is just run-of-the-mill. This is just the way it would have come out of the field back in the late 30s.
Well, that is so cool. We appreciate you guys bringing this out. Folks need to get out to the tractor show this weekend in Elkmont. Friday night, Saturday night, food, entertainment, and lots of tractors, right?
Well, that's right, and we just want to thank you, Jamie, and all y'all for all the support y'all give us through the years.
You're very welcome. Well, so good to have you again, Billy. And I think we've got a few shows coming up right here. I wanted to let you know about this weekend. The Alabama Corvette Club is putting on the Buster Miles Chevrolet. That's down in Heflin, so a little bit of down the road right there, 8:30 to 1:30. If you want to check that show out. Then we've got the Autos for Autism car show. That's coming up in Jacksonville, Alabama, beside Jack's. There's all the information on that one, 10 to 3. And the monthly cruise in on the square. You don't want to miss that one. Those guys are asking you to park on the south side of the square. So that is from 6 to 9, so check that one out. And then one last one I found out about, the annual or monthly autism at the Twickenham Auto Club is running that Cars and Coffee. That's at Books A Million there on Memorial Parkway. So, wow, that thing sounds so good, Jamie. And I'm thinking about heading to this tractor show. I like the sounds of all this stuff they got going. Look at this fine-looking cameraman we got here. Well, listen, y'all tune in next week. You don't want to miss what we've got. Never know what Jamie's going to do. So y'all have a good weekend.